In a bid to boost local tomato production and reduce reliance on imports, seed developers across Kenya have embarked on an ambitious breeding program aimed at the production of high-yielding, climate-resilient and disease-resistant tomato varieties tailored to different regions. Dennis Otieno has more on this week's Smart Farm.
At the Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization station in Kandara constituency, Murang'a County, a tomato breeding program in collaboration with private sector partners aims to tackle challenges such as poor seed quality, low yields, and the adverse impacts of climate change on tomato production. According to Calro, tomatoes are a staple in most households, featuring in at least 2 meals a day. However, poor seed varieties have made it difficult for Kenya's over 500,000 tomato farmers to meet growing domestic demand. Despite having over 300 tomato varieties, Kenya still imports significant quantities of tomatoes from neighboring countries such as Tanzania, Uganda, Ethiopia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo to bridge the supply gap.
One of the problems in the marketplace is these tomatoes have to travel a long way from the field to the market. So it's extremely important to have something with a long shelf life and a solid skin.
It is against this backdrop that seed breeders have intensified efforts to improve tomato breeding programs locally. A key focus is on developing varieties that can withstand the extremes brought on by climate change.
This particular variety we're going to have a quick look at now is called Buena Vista F1. We've just released this in Kenya. It is an excellent new variety with large fruit. It has disease resistance to TY and TSW, which is yellow leaf curl and spotted wilt. And these are two of the problems that we're facing down in the Loitoktok region of the country. We have other varieties which we use for the bacterial wilt zones up in Kirinyaga and other parts of Kenya, but we're particularly focused today on this Buena Vista for Loitoktok.
The new varieties under development prioritize attributes such as larger fruit size, improved disease resistance, longer shelf life, and adaptability to various climatic conditions.
One of the factors that we have to focus in on more and more is climate change. I think all of us as breeders are approaching this market with an understanding that we will have to produce fruit that can survive in hotter, drier zones or wetter, more disease-ridden zones.
This has already generated excitement among farmers and agribusiness stakeholders. However, he cautions that patience remains critical.
A new tomato may take up to 10 to 12 years to produce, so it's extremely difficult for the breeders to produce new varieties fast enough to keep up with the climate change.
The tomato breeding program marks a significant step toward food self-sufficiency, improved farmer incomes, and enhanced resilience to climate shocks. Dennis Otieno, Smart Farm.